This season, the Mets' first-round pick from the 2011 draft is getting his first taste of New York as a member of the Brooklyn Cyclones.
That's hit hard to center, but Nimmo has a read on it, going back on it. He makes the grab. So Nimmo able to run that one down to end the inning.
Brandon Nimmo is in his second year in the Mets organization and in his first season in the New York Penn League. The 19-year-old is already learning valuable baseball lessons.
Handling failure, that's been the biggest thing for me. I only got out 1 every 2 times, in high school. Well, now you get out, 7 out of 10 times if you're doing well. That's been a huge adjustment for me.
He's going to struggle here because he's a freshman playing varsity ball. All these kids that come from high school, it's probably the first time in their lives that they've been humbled. I always say there's 2 kinds of players. Those are humble, those are about to be. And he handles it great. He battles back every day, and he knows that we're not looking at his batting average, we're looking at improvement.
Nimmo grew up in Wyoming, a long way from home here in New York, but he has a support system that helps him get through the various challenges he is facing day in and day out.
I get a big help from Rich and from all my coaches. Anytime they can sense it, they just bring me in, they talk to me, they really help me out with the mental side of the game. And then call my parents every night for a support system. My dad, he's watched me ever since I was a little kid.
I put it this way: I have 8 kids, I have 5 sons, I got 4 grandsons, and he's the kind of kid that you almost wish he was your son. I mean, I treat him like that. He's such a good kid and such a strong-minded kid for 19.
He's exactly what you would expect out of someone from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Down to earth, great guy. You'd have no idea that just talking to him that he was a first rounder or anything, just a spectacular guy. And then obviously on the field you can see why he's a first rounder. But in the clubhouse, he's quiet. He'll drop in a pretty funny comment every once in a while, just like everyone else.
Getting into a comfortable routine is an important thing for a ball player at any level of the game. Nimmo didn't get a chance to settle anywhere last season, but now that he's in Brooklyn, he has settled in nicely.
The last year I was in one place for 3 weeks at the most. So I was always moving around. I never really settled in, never really got a routine going until the very end, and then I had to move again. Now I've settled into Brooklyn nicely.
Through 50 games with the Cyclones, the center fielder had a .275 batting average, scored 32 runs, hit 3 home runs, and drove in 25 runs. But at this stage of his career, it's not about numbers for Brandon. It's about learning and improving.
A lot of these kids come out of high school, they just play the game, they hit 500, and everything's wonderful. Here you learn it inside of the game. You learn how many outs there are, when you're going to steal, when you shouldn't steal, when you should take a chance. Baseball is like a chess game. A lot of these guys have been playing checkers all their lives. Now they're into chess, so it's a little different.
As a kid in Wyoming, of course baseball was Brandon's first love, but he also has a passion for bull riding. A perfect 8-second ride is one of the most exciting things in rodeo, which would be akin to coming through with the game-winning hit.
I haven't actually survived 8 seconds on a bull, so I think that would be pretty awesome, but a game-winning hit, obviously for me there's nothing better. It's just any way that you can help out the team and really get yourself over that hurdle, and then the little pile afterwards. It's something that not many people get to experience, and I think it's up there with riding a bull for 8 seconds.